Triggering the instincts of white-tailed deer is the most effective way to consistently harvest trophy bucks. The only way to achieve this is by using the most effective communication methods available. The new Black Rack Rattling system creates the illusion of a breeding rights battle that bucks simply can't resist. The Black Rack was designed for concealment. Its dark color gives you the ability to rattle in deer at much closer distances without being detected. No other rattling system gives you as much time-to-time contact as the Black Rack. Slams, pops, snaps, and grinding creates an instinctive reaction in deer that is unlike anything you'll ever experience. The Black Rack utilizes advanced technology such as its inner bone core, hard outer shell, and full rack design, which gives you the tone and leverage needed to replicate the exact sound of two deer battling. If you're serious about deer hunting, you can't afford to see that trophy buck walk out of your sights. Get the Black Rack today and put the odds back in your favor this season.
The Black Rack Rattling system has been one of the most amazing products that I've ever been involved with. From engineering to field testing, it's the reaction from the deer that we're getting is just amazing. Now, Rod White, one of our field testers, who's an Olympic gold medalist, he's probably one of the most knowledgeable people that I know when it comes to deer hunting. Well, let's see what Rod's got to say about this new rattling system.
The benefits of having the two racks are the ability to rattle in a variety of ways. For the most part, we like to use them either in a soft contact situation or an all-out brawl. And really the only difference that we see in the system is whenever you contact them quite a bit and you're making a lot of noise with them, that sound tends to carry a lot further. They're also really nice because they're black themselves, hence the name the Black Racks. We can do some concealed rattling, so when a deer is under or very near to bow range or under 100 yards, you can actually rattle off to your side and not have the worry or fear that those deer are going to see those antlers being moved around like they would a typical set of sheds. Shed antlers over time actually seem to kind of lose a little bit of ability to carry sound for over a long distance. The synthetic bone core that it actually has inside of it has a hard, crisp outer shell, and that's what really makes that clicking and the grinding sound whenever you're popping them together that seems to reach out a lot further than any other rattling system I've seen. Until the design of the Black Racks themselves with a foam core, I've been yet able to find a system, a calling system of any kind that carries the type of volume and the type of sound that instinctively triggers an instant reaction in deer, especially older and upper age class deer. Whenever these things are hit together and whenever they actually clasp one another and you're grinding them and you're popping them and you're smashing them together, they clearly have a huge advantage over anything else I've ever seen, and that's what makes the Black Rack so unique. You know, when you combine the Black Rack system with the extinguisher calling system, you have the ability, in my mind, given the right situations, to call in virtually any buck of an upper age class structure, depending on the situation he's in. The key is from you on as a hunter to be able to successfully, consistently produce results is to know and learn about the behavior. And that's what's cool about the Black Rack system. It comes with a DVD system that'll help you grasp that understanding. You know, I've been really blessed with the opportunity to hunt all over the country and take some tremendous deer of all different age class structures. And most recently even up to, you know, 2 deer over 200 inches. I mean, those are deer of a lifetime, but my fulfillment now really comes in teaching and helping through seminars and through DVDs and instructional DVDs, teaching people how to use calling systems like the extinguisher calling system and the Black Rack system so that they can go out and actually experience the ability to manipulate and control deer that are 4.5, 5.5, 6.5 years old. That is the pinnacle of your hunting career. When you reach that level, you'll know it, and there is nothing more fulfilling when it comes to deer hunting than being able to consistently produce results. You simply have to be carrying the Black Racks with you, because if you're relying on just simply hanging a tree stand in a high traffic deer area, or you're planning on just shooting a deer that's walking by because there's a bunch of trails, or working towards a food plot, you're really at a disadvantage. Without being able to call and communicate with deer, I know for certain that I would not have the deer on my wall that I've got on it now. This calling system is something you absolutely have to have. It's as vital as carrying your bow with you in the timber, at least for me. And if you're planning on communicating with mature deer, there is no calling system that compares to this. You need to get this system, and you need to get it now.
Well, as you can tell, Rod is really fired up about the black rack, and he's got reason to be. We sent the camera out with him last fall, and he brings this buck in through calling and rattling and circles him around his tree. Then something really unexpected happened. Let's go take a look.
Opportunities like this are great ways to learn a little bit more about communication with mature whitetails. This footage is of a deer that quickly responded to some blind rattling calling that we made just previous to him showing up below the ridge. Once he came over the ridge, I gave him a couple contact grunts just to let him know exactly where I was at. I already had in my mind that I was going to make this a learning experience with this deer. I grunted at him again and he immediately showed a response to that grunt. I tried him once or twice more with grunts, and he didn't pay much attention. It could have been possibly because it was extremely windy that day. So when I hit the rack again, it invoked an immediate response and sent him back under my tree again. This should have been an indication for me to be a little bit more on my toes, but I was having too much fun. When I rattled the second time, he came back in my direction and circled my tree again. But this time, once he passed my tree, he kept on moving. When I got more aggressive with the antlers and he moved off, that was the signal I should have recognized right away to pick up my bow because there was another buck he was with. During this time of year, if you have a buck react over and over and over again to calling sequences of any kind, whether you're using a grunt or a rattling antler set, especially with a rattling antler set, you should really be on your toes because it's more than likely he's traveling with another buck. That was exactly the case this day. By the time he popped up the ridge, it was just too late. We barely got the camera on him and I certainly couldn't turn his attention back towards the tree. He'd already made up his mind that that buck had moved off and he was off the ridge too. Experiences with mature deer like this are great opportunities to learn more about communication. Unfortunately, on this day, I learned one extra lesson I really didn't count on.
Well, that just goes to show you how effective rattling and calling can really be. Well, we're not done yet because coming up next, we're going to go to Kansas. We're going to show you rattling in this beautiful deer. Then we're going to go to Minnesota, rattle in 5 deer, 4 in one morning sit. Then we're off to the East Coast, 170-inch class deer in public land on the East Coast. You're not going to want to miss it.
The new Black Rack rattling system creates the illusion of a breeding rights battle that bucks simply can't resist. Most rattle bags, shed antlers, and other rattling devices can't produce the natural sounds of a live deer fight. The Black Rack utilizes advanced technology such as its inner bone core, hard outer shell, and full rack design, which gives you the tone and leverage needed to replicate the exact sound of two deer battling. No other rattling system gives you as much tine-to-tine contact as the Black Rack. Studies have shown that deer use white flashing movements to communicate and signify danger. Why give away your position by using white antlers and light-colored rattling devices? The Black Rack was designed for concealment. Its dark color gives you the ability to rattle in deer at much closer distances without being detected. And the Black Rack is just as effective for concealing movement in ground blinds as it is in tree stands. The Black Rack was also designed for portability, and it stacks together perfectly when packing gear in and out of the field. Slams, pops, snaps, and grinding creates an instinctive reaction in deer that is unlike anything you'll ever experience. Illusion sent the Black Rack through material testing, angle examination, and acoustical analysis to come up with the most realistic sounding rattling system on the market. Shed antlers are known to lose their effectiveness after just a few seasons of hunting. The Black Rack's synthetic makeup gives it the ability to keep its true sound and effectiveness for its entire lifetime. The Black Rack's full rack design and C-grip handles also give this system a distinct leverage advantage over other rattling methods. Never spend another penny on a rattling system that doesn't get results. The Black Rack works, and this high-quality rattling system is proudly made in the USA. Order now and get your Black Rack rattling system by Illusion for just $29.99 plus shipping and handling. The Black Rack will produce an unmatched range of tone and volume, giving you the deer hunting experience of a lifetime. Order now and receive Rod White's Secrets to Rattling in Big Bucks for free. This instructional DVD gives you the in-depth knowledge needed for successfully using your Black Rack and rattling in trophy bucks. This limited edition Black Rack communication package is not available in stores. Rattle in that trophy buck this season with the new Black Rack. But wait, we're not done yet. If you order this system right now, we'll include a free Wind Pro windage system that will increase your effectiveness when it comes to rattling strategies and setups. And to top off this exclusive offer, we'll include Secrets to Hunting the Wind. This one-of-a-kind DVD focuses on hunting and calling strategies based on wind direction and scent detection. This $70 package can be yours for just $29.99 plus shipping and handling. This offer is not available in stores, so don't miss the chance to get your Black Rack system today. Order now.
Dennis Williams has been a professional deer hunter for a long time. He's filmed with Driven TV with Pat and Nicole. He's been on the Primetime DVD series, and he raises deer, so he really understands their behavior. And one of the unique things about Dennis's strategies is he loves to use decoys and he loves to rattle. So we're going to go out to Kansas and take a look at a hunt where he rattles his deer, comes flying in, and then we're going to talk to him and see what he's got to say about the Black Rack.
You know, I'm not an aggressive rattler. For the 90% of the time, it's more of just the light tickle. Again, if it's extremely windy, then I'm crashing together a little more aggressively. But for the most part, it's more the light tickle, hiding the horns on the back side of the tree, and letting the decoy do all the work for me. All I want is the deer to locate, look in my direction, see the decoy sitting there, and that's all I need. Then I put the horns away and wait for the buck to come in. That's where I've had my most success. Sometimes you only have a short window of opportunity. That's why you always have to have your grunt call and rattling horns accessible, not buried down in your backpack where you're fumbling around. You can instantly grab it. That's exactly what happened in the hunt this past year. We got in there, got light, and we were expecting action. Nothing. But at 11 o'clock, I just happened to look over through a little opening through the cedars, saw a buck with his nose down, grabbed the call, grunted at him a couple times, but didn't know for sure if he had heard it or not. Waited for a couple seconds, didn't hear him coming through, didn't see him. So I grabbed the rattling horns, did a little tickle, not much, not real heavy horn, and I no more than touched him twice together, and he come exploding out of the cedars, crashing through the creek, ran right to the base of the tree. That's how fast it happened. So I took the horns, tickled him, and he just exploded down the hill, through the creek. I still had the horns in my hand, put them on the hanger and grabbed my bow and presented a perfect shot, and he only went 60 yards or so. That shows you just how effective rattling can be. You know, if I wouldn't have had those horns, I would have never got that deer. You know, I'm an avid hunter. I do a lot of shed hunting. I got hundreds, if not thousands of sheds at the house. And one thing about sheds, after a year or two in the tree, you know, in and out of the pack through a season, they definitely lose their natural sound. It's more of a dull tone. Where that's one thing I like about the black rack is you don't lose that over the years. It has excellent sound right from the start. Even after 5 years in the tree, it's going to sound exactly the same. By using shed antlers that you find out in the woods as rattling horns, you do not get the same sound and the same effect as you do with this black rack. You know, the reason why is you only got a couple tines touching each other while you're rattling. Where this, you get a full set imitating 2 bucks fighting, locked in combat. Plus, you don't even have to cut the brow tines off this. It's brow tine free. You're not injuring your hand while you're rattling. It's just all around an unbelievable product. You know, I used to raise deer. I had a game farm. And white, they just communicate. All deer communicate with a white. Either flicker the tail, meaning a calmness to them, or the white flag. The reason I like the black rack is it's black. Naturally, everything in the tree is darker shade. Your camo's dark. You can get away with a lot more movement. The last thing I want is a white set of racks sitting up in the tree, you know, showing danger to the deer. That's why I use the black rack. You know, I've done a lot of rattling over the years. It's my preferred way of calling deer. I've tried shed antlers, I've tried rattle bags, I've tried the other rattle contraptions they have in the market. The black rack, is the best system I've ever come across. You have to try it. The black rack is the best system, by far.
We've spent hundreds of hours field testing the black rack. One that really sticks out to me was last year when I was hunting with my son JJ. We were out filming and rattling and testing out the black rack, and the experience that we had was just unbelievable.
I've always been really excited about the black rack. The concept and the technology behind the thing is just amazing, but you know, does it work out in the field? Well, last year we took some cameramen out, had the black rack prototypes out in the field all year. We were field testing them. Rainy, windy, snowy, sunny, shiny, you name it, we were out there. And we got some great footage, so let's go take a look at some of that. The cameraman and I got set up real early on this morning. We knew it was gonna be a good one. We had bucks walking under our stand in the dark, so when it first got light, I picked up the black rack, gave it a good battling sequence, and this little buck comes flying out of the woods. I hit him with a snort wheeze just to challenge him a little bit, and he starts walking our direction. But then all of a sudden he turns his head to the right and he starts fading off on us. So I grabbed the black rack and started a new battling sequence, and this little buck comes running back in. But I should have known when that little buck faded off that there was something else going on over there. So when I hit that black rack for the second time, not only did that little buck come in, but the second buck came in too. They come walking in. That 2-year-old's got his ears pinned back a little bit. He's kind of trying to push that 1-year-old off. They're both still there looking for the fight. All this commotion with the rattling sequence I just did and the calling, these bucks walking around, now brings in a third buck. So this is the first time I've ever rattled in not one, not two, but 3 bucks in one rattling sequence. That's pretty crazy. I'm thinking to myself, how can it get any better than this? But then out of the corner of my eye, I see this big body deer walking, maybe 200 yards away. Grab the black rack again, smash them together, and he starts walking our direction. That's 4 bucks in 1 hour, all rattled in while field testing the new black rack. That's a pretty good day. Now this is one of them really windy days, 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. The cameraman spots a buck out there walking, cruising about 100 yards away. I pick up the grunt call, give him a few grunts. He hears it, but he doesn't really respond. So again, I grab the black rack, start hammering on that, and he just comes flying in. We could barely get the camera on him. A little bit shaky right away, we got the camera on him. He's still trying to figure out where the buck is, where the fightings come from. Now this is a really nice buck, nice 10-pointer. I see these short G4s, short brow tines, and I recognize this buck. We passed him up a couple weeks ago, and even though he comes inches from our tree stand, he's gonna get the pass again this time around. But he comes right to where he heard that rattling from the black rack, and he's inches from our tree stand. We're rattling with that black rack, and we're getting an instinctive reaction from those deer, and they're running in. I mean, 4 bucks within 1.5 hours. A couple days later, we rattled the 10-pointer in within inches of our tree stand. The black rack simply works.
We put the black rack in the hands of Jake Bennett with Shared Obsession TV. Now, Jake comes from the School of Hard Knocks. He's out on the East Coast. It's public land. It's heavily pressured. The age structure of deer isn't all that old. And when Jake came back with his field results, well, let me tell you, we were just blown away.
It's the buck of my dreams. I rough score 165 inches. I couldn't ask for a better buck. Beautiful buck. I'm speechless.
We just showed you the field test results of some hardcore hunters from across the country. These are fair chase hunts. Now, the black rack was designed to trigger the instinctive reaction in deer. The black rack rattling system works.
Triggering the instincts of white-tailed deer is the most effective way to consistently harvest trophy bucks. The only way to achieve this is by using the most effective communication methods available. The new black rack rattling system creates the illusion of a breeding rights battle that bucks simply can't resist. The black rack utilizes advanced technology such as its inner bone core, hard outer shell, and full rack design, which gives you the tone and leverage needed to replicate the exact sound of 2 deer battling. Studies have shown that deer use white flashing movements to communicate and signify danger. Why give away your position by using white antlers and light-colored rattling devices? The black rack was designed for concealment. Its dark color gives you the ability to rattle in deer at much closer distances without being detected. And the black rack is just as effective for concealing movement in ground blinds as it is in tree stands. The Black Rack is much lighter than traditional rattling antlers, and it stacks together perfectly when packing gear in and out of the field. Most rattle bags, shed antlers, and other rattling devices can't produce the natural sounds of a live deer fight. No other rattling system gives you as much tine-to-tine contact as the Black Rack. Illusion sent the Black Rack through material testing, angle examination, and acoustical analysis to come up with the most realistic sounding rattling system on the market. This system has been field tested on mature bucks all across the country and has proven its effectiveness by luring in thousands of inches of antlers. Now, the Black Rack is finally available to you. Shed antlers are known to lose their effectiveness after just a few seasons of hunting. The Black Rack's synthetic makeup gives it the ability to keep its true sound and effectiveness for its entire lifetime. Inside of 100 yards, this system can be very effective at creating realistic scraping, thrashing, and sparring sequences that will help you close the distance on those weary bucks. The Black Rack's full rack design and C-grip handles also give this system a distinct leverage advantage over other rattling methods. The Black Rack works, and this high-quality rattling system is proudly made in the USA. If you're serious about deer hunting, you can't afford to see that trophy buck walk out of your sights. Get the Black Rack today and put the odds back in your favor this season. Order now and get your Black Rack rattling system by Illusion for just $29.99 plus shipping and handling. No other rattling system triggers the instinctive reaction in deer like the Black Rack does. This will be the last rattling system you'll ever need to buy, period. Order now and receive Rod White's Secrets to Rattling in Big Bucks for free. This instructional DVD gives you the in-depth knowledge needed for successfully using your Black Rack and rattling in trophy bucks. This limited edition Black Rack communication package is not available in stores and can be yours today at this incredibly low introductory price. But wait, we're not done yet. If you order this system right now, we'll include a free Wind Pro windage system that will increase your effectiveness when it comes to rattling strategies and setups. If you order now, it can be yours for free. And to top off this exclusive offer, we'll include Secrets to Hunting the Wind. This one-of-a-kind DVD focuses on hunting and calling strategies based on wind direction and scent detection. This $70 package can be yours for just $29.99 plus shipping and handling. The Black Rack makes the perfect gift for family, friends, and hunting partners alike. Wouldn't it feel good knowing you helped that special someone harvest a trophy of a lifetime? This offer is not available in stores, so don't miss the chance to get your Black Rack system today. Order now. If you need to buy gifts for several sportsmen, take a look at our bulk packages online at illusionsystems.com. Waterfowl, turkey, or deer, you name it, Illusion's got it.